we talked about the event. The proper event was the after party.
Yes. There wasn't many. There was Snapchats. There were stories.
Instagram, bro. Yeah,
but Instagram doesn't tell you behind the scenes.
What was fucking classic, right, was we've left the event. We hung out there for a little while after. We watched the end of the UFC, right, in the back room. And all I'll say about this back room, there was a sign on the door that said the Charles Barkley room, right? And so everybody was back there hanging out, having a good time. Me and Ash bounced back to our hotel. I had to put pants on so I could go into the XS nightclub. And like, if you've ever seen XS, it's insane. 10 years ago, we went there. Craig, Lockie Warren, and another lad called Harry Caldo. We were all broke. The drinks are fucking expensive, right? So like, we rocked up, caught up with one of the boys, JT. He bought us around 4 vodka lemonades, $95 American.
Get
right?
fucked.
And I was like, Craig better turn up soon because I can't afford this, right? And anyway, Craig rolls in. There's all these, I don't know, like A3 bits of paper with Craig's name spelt on it. All these people holding them up. Fucking, there's smoke machines. There's fucking lasers going off. So we get me, Ash, Mikhail, and his wife, Mon. We all get our passes and walk in and, you know, meeting everybody. Pat Downey, absolute mad cunt, right? He was fucking on one after.
The Lizard King.
The Lizard King, right? And I actually went up to him and I said, you know, one day I logged into Instagram and I saw some chick smoking your hog. And he's like, yeah, my ex-girlfriend hacked me and uploaded it. He goes, I can't be cancelled. Now I got an OnlyFans. So it's like, incredible, right? And anyway, there were all these like little booths and shit. There's Grey Goose, there's Patron, everything there. And I got introduced through Robbie, right? Robbie, Tattooed Robbie on Instagram.
Yes, I've seen pictures of him on there.
MVP of the weekend. Absolute MVP.
He looked like he was bouncing around everywhere. He looked like he had a big one.
Yeah. He sorted us all out. And he introduced me to this fella who actually ran XS. And I was chatting to him and I was like, so what can we do for drinks here? And he's like, oh, just get whatever you want. So we're just smashing everything you could imagine there, right? And there's legends like Braulio Steamer, there's Luke Rockhold, everybody's there, like the who's who. Jeff Glover turns up, right? I don't know if you know him yet. He's rocked up with a bag of Cuban cigars and he's just cruising around, right? Absolute legend. He's actually going to come out later in the year with Majid Gorilla Hands and he's going to do some seminars. So we'll get him on your potty for sure, right? Anyway, we're all there, drinking like crazy, and we ran out. We drank it dry. And there's another lad there from Adelaide. I won't say who it was, but he's quite cashed up. And I said to him, I was like, you wouldn't get us another couple of bottles of Grey Goose. So he's like, looks at me. He goes, I'll get us 2 bottles of Grey Goose and a bottle of Patron. And I leaned over his shoulder as he was signing for it, and it was like $8,500.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And we just went ham, right? Everybody was going nuts. There were shots going everywhere. Nicky Ryan was handing out all those little zins, right? Almost had a nicotine overdose from that. And everybody was having a good time. And I can't even remember where I went off to. I think I went to look for more drinks. Come back, and there's Mikhail. And he goes, everybody's left. This is probably like 4 a.m, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Where are they gone? And they went to the strip club. And I was like, what fuck? You know, I was like, all right. So me and Mikhail jumped in an Uber, went to this strip club. And before I go too far, there was actually a funny moment because like some of the guys there were like some absolute goats, right? Gracie turned up, all of these guys, right?
So weird.
So it was bizarre, bro, because there's all these people that we've looked up to. There's all these fucking like heroes of the sport. And they're all just there celebrating CJI. And anyway, we get to this strip club. Of course, Craig's got a fucking list on the door. We all go in, go out to this back room. And you're just looking around and I'm just like, I can't believe I'm in here with all of these cunts, right? And it was just mayhem. And I'll never forget this, right? Because the stripper come up, tapped me on the shoulder and asked if I wanted a lap dance. And I was like, fuck, I've never had one of those before. As I look across, and Ash is laser eyes through my eyes, through my head. And she goes, well, what about a massage? And I was like, how much is one of those? And she's like, $50. So I gave her 100 and told her to go massage Ash. So I look across, Ash is getting a massage by a hot stripper. We're all chilling. And there was this other fella there, he's got a podcast in the UK, and we're all having a chat. And I'm chatting to him and Mikhail, and then this guy comes up with his sunnies on, and this fella goes, oh, this is my blue belt. And I looked at him, and I was like, oh, you still got a bit, still got a long way to go, mate, and turned back. And I said to the guys, I was like, fuck, that looked like Hodger Gracie. And they both, Mikhail and this other fella, looked at each other, and they started laughing, and they're like, you serious? And I was like, it fucking looks like Hodger Gracie. And this English guy goes, I can't tell whether you're being serious or not. And I was like, is that actually Hodger Gracie? So when I found out he was a blue belt, I literally turned my back to him, and he's just walked off. And I had to fucking run over and give him a cuddle. And I was like, bro, you're my hero, eh?
You just tried the little bro fucking Hodger Gracie.
Little bro Hodger Gracie. But like, it was one of those things, man, where like, there wasn't a lot of, it was just another place for us to all go hang out. The only person I saw anybody with a stripper was Ash, and everybody else was just having a good old time. But we walked out of that place at probably 7:30 a.m, middle of the desert, fucking sun is beaming, and we're all just hurting. And then we went back to the Flamingo. I think we had one more drink and called it a night. But the most epic rock star fucking shit I've ever seen. I've been to some pretty cool after parties, but nothing like that.